by Larry McCurdy. For those of you who don't know about this piece, this is the story of the original cattle drive from Texas to Montana. And with presenting this piece, I want to paint a picture in your mind of what Montana looked like before settlers and what a lot of Montana still looks like today. Alongside this, I want to portray to you what the original cowboys had to go through in order to make a life for themselves. As the herd and the Hat Creek outfit slowly rode into Montana out of the barren Wyoming plain, it seemed to all of them that they were leaving behind not only heat and drought, but ugliness and danger too. Instead of being chalky and covered with tough sage, the rolling plains were covered with tall grass and a sprinkling of yellow flowers. The roll of the plains got longer. The heat shimmers they had looked through all summer gave way to cool air, crisp in the mornings and cold at night. They rode for days beside the Bighorn Mountains, whose peaks were hidden in cloud. The coolness of the air seemed to improve the men's eyesight. They fell to speculating about how many miles they could see. The plain stretched north before them. They saw plenty of game, mainly deer and antelope. Once they saw a large herd of elk, and twice small groups of buffalo. They saw no more bears, but bears were seldom far from their thoughts. The cowboys had lived for months under the great bowl-less sky, and yet the Montana sky seemed deeper than the skies of Texas and Nebraska. Their depth and blueness robbed even the sun of its harsh force. It seemed smaller in the vastness, and the whole sky no longer turned white at noon as it had in the lower plains. Always somewhere to the north, there was a swath of blueness, with white clouds floating in, like petals in a pond. Call had scarcely spoken since the death of Dietz, but beauty in the high prairies, the abundance of the game, and coolness of the mornings finally raised his spirits. The men loped along over the grassy plains toward the cattle in the far distance. The cattle looked tiny as ants.